Okay, Bridges here with another radio-phono combo project. I picked this up yesterday at my local antique mall. It's a Sears Silvertone, and it looks like somebody's already been in it and done some restoration work on the radio. I haven't taken it apart to look to see what they did or even plugged it in, but it's got a nice new line cord on it with a molded plug. So someone's done some work on it, and it has a VM model 400 record changer, which is 78 RPM only, and it looks to be in fairly decent condition. It's still got the original crystal cartridge. It's missing the needle. It needs cleaned and adjusted. The spring holds the knob on is broken here, but that seems to all work. And I confirmed that it was a voice of music by looking it up and pulling the turntable off. It's actually stamped VM Corporation. The seller was nice enough to include a schematic for it, even though it has a pretty nice schematic on the underside. They had a schematic out of Riders Volume 16, and it's kind of interesting they chose the schematic that they did to include in it, because when I looked it up in my writer's manual, it looked like the schematic on this page, 16-4, was a better match for the schematic on the underside of the cabinet than this one, which is just a few pages back in the book. See, the schematic here does not show the radio-phono switch, and the radio-only version of this chassis uses just a tone switch, whereas on this unit it does have a tone control like this, and then there's a radio-phono switch, and then there's a socket on the back of the chassis for plugging the phono motor in. And then this is the line cord here. So I think that's the same chassis there, isn't it? No. Anyway, not quite the same model. I think this is a model 8083, and this schematic here is for the model 7080. I imagine the only difference really is the cabinet. Maybe even the record changer. It says record changer General Instrument 205 from volume 15-5. I found the best, in my writer's manuals, I found the best information on this particular changer in the Stuart Warner section of volume 17. The VM changer model 400 is in volume 15, but using a newsletter editor here, so I was using an extra copy as a bookmark for this video. I found the best service info in my writer's manual on this changer in the Stuart Warner section here. Apparently they used a couple different makes of record changer with their name in their different cabinets. Here's the Detrola changer in the Stuart Warner section, and this is the exact same changer that's shown earlier in the section in the Detrola section. In fact, some of the illustrations are the same. See, there's that same exploded view. So, in volume 15 on the Voice of Music 400, it just has a user's instruction description and a exploded view for the parts, whereas in this manual here, we're in Writer's volume 17, the service info on the VM model 400 starts on page 17-14, and this is this changer, slightly different tone arm. So there you go, a little project here I'll be starting to work on when I get some of the other projects caught up. I still got to take the other Emerson fan apart and get the two fans to the sandblaster and powder coater so we can get that project completed. But this will be a fun unit when it's finished. It's nice to have a 78 RPM only record changers with pickups and needles optimized for the 78s, and have to see what kind of AM radio this thing's got in it. It's got push button tuning, which was pretty neat. The buttons don't spring up after you push on them. I wonder if that's a problem with the springs being missing, or if that's just the way it's designed. And then you can manually tune it, of course, also, and the dial string is all still present and in good shape. There's the radio-phono switch up here. There's the on, off, and tone control. Kind of neat. Tuning, volume. And I like the sort of, don't really know what kind of style cabinet to call this, but it's not in bad shape. There's a really nice shine still on the top. That's mahogany, sort of an English brown mahogany in color. So there you go. And this changer will automatically differentiate between 10-inch and 12-inch records. It has a feeler here at the back of the tone arm. For a 12-inch record, we'll strike this, and it will set down at the 12-inch position. And then a 10-inch record will not strike, and it will set down at the 10-inch position. And all of the size sensing happens right here at the tone arm. It's not underneath, so that's interesting. So stay tuned, we'll see more of this changer in the future. So this is Oklahoma Bridges, and thank you for watching. Goodbye.